Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is 2 o'clock. Um, Time for the Wednesday live show. There's my alarm that I should be going live now. So today, what I wanted to talk to you guys about was leadership, right? So I was thinking about this the other day. It was like a really gorgeous day outside, and I think it was Monday, right? Labor Day. It was like not too hot, not too cold. It was just the right breeze out there. And I don't know, when the weather's like that, it kind of like, it makes me, go down memory lane sometimes. You're just kind of sitting outside and, just feeling the synergy of nature all around you, right? And it takes me, to places in my memory. So maybe that's just me, but I was kind of outside and in the flow, and I was thinking about my dad, right? And he often spoke to me and my brothers about leadership, and it kind of like in a little bit of a passive way, but just that, we had the choice as to whether we wanted to be a leader or a follower, right? And he said, always be a leader in all areas of life, right? And so I always grew up thinking, that we are leaders in all areas of life, right? So it doesn't matter if it's, at work, like you don't have to be a manager, or a boss or somebody at the top in order to be a leader. You lead your work day. You're a leader in what you do and the contributions that you have in the office, and whatever your special area is that you're working on, right? We're leaders at home as, whether it be by the head of the household or by being a parent, we're leading our children, or you could be a leader, in like a group of people, or you can be a leader anywhere. You're a leader in just your life in general, in how you want your life to go, right? And where you're going to take it, and what opportunities you're going to seize, and and where you're going to withdraw. You get to make all of those choices. The power of choice gives us the opportunity to lead. Right? If you look up the definition of leadership, it's this super vague definition that says, it says leading a group of people or an organization. Leadership is so much more than that. Okay. It's, and at IPEC, it's, which is the Institute of Professional Excellence in Coaching, if you didn't know, they define leadership as the ability to inspire and motivate others, as well as yourself, right? To take life-changing action and create extraordinary results that last. Okay, so that's what leadership is. It's, taking those steps to cause change in the areas that you want to cause change. Leadership is, not settling and being, just subjected to what happens to you, but being a part of the actual change that happens and making conscious choices as to the direction that you're going to take, right? So when we look at leadership, there's two different types of leaders, right? This goes into that catabolic and that anabolic energy that we commonly speak about. So what's a catabolic leader versus an anabolic leader? Let's start with a catabolic leader. A catabolic leader manages, okay? So the definition of manage, right, is to handle, direct, govern, control, in action or use, all right? So it's to dominate or influence. Catabolic leaders tend to manage and control others, right? They have a habit of telling people what to do along with how to do it, right? And by keeping control, they keep other people in the relationship in a position without power, right? So they're in power, they know best, this is how we do it. That's how a catabolic leader leads. When it comes to anabolic leaders, right, as opposed to managing, they actually do some leading. And when I say lead, they show people a way, right? They show curiosity, right? They guide people in direction. They ask questions as opposed to just telling people what to do. They help to lead people through, a course or through action, in all different areas, right? It's supportive and it's empowering, right? Anabolic energy is that building up energy, right? That building up force, as opposed to catabolic energy is the energy that's draining and distracting, right? So when we apply these terms towards leadership, you find that you find those definitions in both areas, right? When we're leading with catabolic energy and from, a catabolic place and telling people what to do, we're not open to collaborating with them, right? Which is more of an anabolic thing, right? We're not open to any of their ideas or their perspectives. There's no opportunity for growth. There's no opportunity of finding a way that might work better for them as opposed to us, right? When we're working with other people, it's important to remember and know that, what works for you may not work for them, right? We all have our own individual, unique how-to, okay? And catabolic leaders completely remove that, right? And it's like putting up walls and limiting the people that they're working with to one way, right? And what happens if that way doesn't work? What happens when that doesn't resonate with them? Then they respond with frustration, with anger, and those, they withdraw, they don't engage as much, right? As opposed to an anabolic leader, guiding, asking questions, showing curiosity, being supportive, being empowering. It leaves people feeling empowered. It leaves them, feeling motivated, and wanting to tap into their own individual creativity to have success for both themselves and for you, right? So these are really, the differences. When a catabolic leader tells and demands that someone do something, they're going to respond catabolically. They're going to have thoughts like, no, I won't do that, right? That's that resistance. Or they have thoughts like, well, I don't have any choice. I have to. Or I need to do this, right? None of that says I want to do this. I'm going to put my all into doing this, right? Anabolic leaders, on the other hand, request people to do things as opposed to telling them to do it. And again, they're showing that curiosity. They're paying attention to, who you are and what you have to offer. There's a wonderful foundation principle at IPEC that says each of us is greater and wiser than we appear to be. Okay. And an anabolic leader realizes this, right? They realize that you have something great and unique to offer that everyone around them does, and, can contribute something, wonderful to whatever the goal is, right? So when an anabolic leader requests that somebody do something and shows that curiosity and, asks those questions, they tend to, leave people feeling empowered and motivated, which I already said, right? But the thoughts that are associated with that are things like, they're thinking more like, I want to tap into my creativity. I choose to do this, right? Because it's a win-win. So, so the more anabolic a leader is, and the more anabolic energy a leader has towards what they're doing, the greater probability of success in the work, right? Because we now have people wanting to contribute as opposed to feeling forced to do something. All right. So, and we're going to get more into this. I think I might focus on this for a little bit every week, leadership and how it shows up, because leadership really does happen in every area of our lives. Right. So, that's what I wanted to offer you guys today. Just what a catabolic leader looks like in comparison to an anabolic leader. And, and ask yourself, which one are you? How do you lead? Okay. I'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a great Wednesday. Bye-bye.